girls, you guys are going to be looking up words to this week's story. These are words that you might not know what they mean. They're kind of fancy. So you need to make sure you have your fancy word journal out and a pencil. So the first thing that you do when it's time to do your fancy word journal is on the second slide of the blend space that you clicked on, there's going to be a list of words. Now, this is this week's list of words, but some weeks they're going to be different. So even though you might re-watch this video to understand how to find the meaning of these words, the words that are on your blend space are may be different from these words right here. So these normally aren't going to be the words that you're looking up. They're going to be the words that's on your blend space. So let's start with the first word. The first word is dangerous. So I'm going to go to my fancy word journal. I'm going to go to my table of contents. Now, I believe the last page that you guys have done said page 3. So you're going to first write today's date. And you're going to write the next page number. So let's say today's date is August 28th. The first word that I'm going to look up the meaning to was dangerous. So I'm going to write the date, and I'm going to write my word, dangerous. Now, dangerous on this one is on page 3, but you're going to write whatever page number you left off on from last week. So I filled out my table of contents, and now it's time to write the word dangerous. Now you're going to be writing with a pencil. The word is dangerous. Now I'm going to go to my reading book glossary. Now you have a reading book. Glossaries are always in the back of the book. I'm going to go to my letter D because dangerous starts with the letter D. And I'm going to find the word dangerous. Now, dangerous in our reading book says something that is dangerous is not safe. Skating on thin ice is dangerous. So you need to read the definition. Something that is dangerous is not safe. So not safe would be my definition for the word dangerous. So I'm going to go over here where it says write your own definition of the word. That's what I just looked up. And it's not safe. So I wrote my word. I looked up the definition in my blue reading book in the back using the glossary. I read the definition. I wrote the definition. And now it says write the word in a sentence, circle or highlight the word. So I'm using the word dangerous. Let's see. Playing football can be, remember you're going to be using your pencil, dangerous. So I used the word dangerous in a sentence. Oh, I forgot my period. And now it says to circle your word that you used. I'm going to circle dangerous. The third thing you do is you illustrate the meaning of the word. So I'm going to draw a picture of myself here playing with a football because, as we know, footballs can be dangerous. And there's me playing with a football. So I just found out the meaning of the word dangerous. Now you can use your blue reading book as a resource. The second thing you can use is on our blend space. If you go over, there's an online dictionary called Kid Wordsmith. And right here in this empty box, you can type the word dangerous if you want to look up the meaning that way. So you can use your blue reading book, or you can use Kids Wordsmith. And it says likely to cause harm or not safe. So here's the definition right here. Likely to cause harm or not safe. So that's another way. I would go back. My next word is nulls. So when I go to my fancy word journal, I don't just start by writing the next word because I have to fill out my table of contents. Now there's more room on this line, and there's more words on page 3, so I'm also going to write the word nulls right here on this line because it's also going to be on page 3 of my fancy word journal. So now I get to go back to the next page, underneath dangerous, write the word nulls. And the first thing that I do is I look up the definition in my Blue Reading Book glossary. So I go to my G's this time. Okay, I can go to my G's, or if I want to look up the word on Wordsmith, I press my arrow over, and in that empty box I write nulls. Press go. And it says to bite or chew on again and again, and it even shows a picture of an animal gnawing on something. So then I go to my fancy word journal, I write the definition I just read, I use the word in my own sentence, I circle the word nulls, and I illustrate or draw the meaning of the word nulls. Okay, so have a good time looking up the definition of the fancy words from either your Blue Reading Book or Kids Wordsmith that's on the Blend Space.